I've had a couple fights planned the past 2 months. I've been training, ready for a fight for the past 2 months. Just ready to get in there, man. Yeah, it's part of the game, you know. It happens, but I cut my weight down. It keeps me ready. You know, I'm always ready for a fight. So this wrestling, yeah, that's my background. It's always where I go. I feel comfortable on my feet. I'm working on my feet a lot. I don't want to be to the point where I always have to take people down. I want to be comfortable on my feet and always be able to, you know, dictate the fight wherever I want. But if I keep a good pace on my feet and I push the guy on my feet, no matter how good he's on his feet, I'll be able to stand with him. Yeah, I wrestled my whole life since I was 4 years old. I grew up in AAU in the USA. I won states my freshman year in high school. Placed my sophomore year. Had surgery my junior year, and then fell off my senior year and got fourth. Only wrestled half the year. Never went to college, and I knew I wanted to stay active in it. I always loved MMA, and I was watching UFC. I really got into it right after. Had my son, so I couldn't go to college, so I just stayed here and picked up my MMA. And been at the gym since. And it's crazy, man. I'm one of them guys that post everything on Facebook when I see it. Like I said, I grew up my whole life with based on wrestling. Every weekend I was at a wrestling tournament. I traveled all the time for wrestling, so that's my whole life was based around wrestling. So I mean, I can't imagine other kids who are, you know, have that same dream and want to go to the Olympics one day and how she can take it from. Which I hope we have so many people supporting it. Hopefully we get turned around. And there's not many other sports that have this many people pushing it. I've just really been up there for about a month or so, and I'm learning new stuff every day. That's one thing I love about it. Every day I'm learning new stuff. Everyone up here works hard, really hard workers. And I mean, we get a good schedule practicing. You know, every day I know what I'm doing. I got doing kickboxing and Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu one day. I'm getting wrestling in, and everyone's, you know, eager to learn. Everyone's pushing to learn, and everyone's pushing each other. So I don't think I've had one bad practice up there myself. You know, I push myself every day, and they all help with that. You know, we push each other. And my cardio's gotten so much better in the past month and a half. I mean, just from the pace I've been keeping here, it's just, you know, my cardio's off the roof.
I just take it as it comes. Whatever they give me, what I'm going to give back to them. Usually it's mostly knockouts, because they just come in wild punches. We just throw one right down the middle, but you know, sometimes it goes to the ground, and to use what I learned on the ground. And timing, technique, basically, it's not really throwing a haymaker, it's just a good thrown punch. And mostly hit hard in the wild punches. Yeah, I've done 5 of them.
5 tough neck punches.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore because I've won all 5 of them, so that's the limit for tough neck competition. Different, fast pace, 1 minute rounds, 3 of them. You probably, you know, MMA fighters just think that's nothing, but when they come out swinging from the get-go, it's hard to get used to if you've never been in one. But they're exciting. Good, it's just punch boxing basically, and they're easy for me, but. Good, if you want to try one, you good experience. Yeah, I did it when I first started actually. I started boxing before I started fighting. I did the Golden Gloves, and then I've had 5 fights, 5 amateur boxing fights. So I'm 5-0, but I haven't done a boxing match in probably 2 years. When I started training, I initially just wanted to box, learn how to box, and then you know, after being at the gym for a while, seeing all these people that were fighting, kind of. So, you know, let me try it out, and then just got addicted to it, and that's what I've been doing since then.
Yeah, that's basically what I like to do. I don't like to go to the decision because you leave it up to judges. You never know who's gonna, you know, where it's gonna go from there. Like my first loss was with Jordan Weeks, and the ref stopped it with 1 second left of the whole fight. Because I grunted, he finally caught me in an arm bar, like with the last 10 seconds left. And as I went to go pull out, and I was picking him up to slam him. And as I picked him up, I grunted, and the ref stopped the fight. That was like 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the 3rd round. But But yeah, I believe if you go to decision, you didn't push hard enough to either win the fight or lose the fight. You know what I mean? You go to decision in practice, you know? Yes, it will be. If I do win, I'm going to go in Marion July 6th and fight at 145. They have Ashley Greenway, they have Lawrence Dennis, and then Dylan Cala, and then me. I mean, we in it because we want to go somewhere in life with it, you know? And that's the reason why, I mean, we train to be pros, you know? We're amateurs, but we train to be pros, you know? And I think that's what makes us better amateurs. Well, I've been really training my butt off for this fight. And I've trained harder for this guy than I've trained for any guy. I believe he's going to be real tough. He is a great wrestler, but I believe that's where I want to be. You know, a wrestler don't want to be with me on my back. He can put me on my back all day he wants, and he's going to either get armbarred or triangle, or he's going to get swept. So, but my good intention is to try to stay standing up, show a little bit of my hands a little bit, and if it goes to the ground, it goes to the ground. I don't think he's fought a scrambler guy like me yet. I don't really just sit on my back. And if I do, it will be in the first couple of rounds. You know, if I know if he's going to be too strong for me to beat, I'm going to wear him down. You know, like I did Brad Ruth. I planned that out from round one. I knew I was going to have to go distance with him. So I wore him down. I let him press me on the cage. I let him waste all his energy. I let him put me on my back. I wrap up his arms, let him pull his arms out. He's wasting energy. And, you know, and then I wore him down to where he was tired, and then I was able to finish. Yeah, that's what's been great about this for training for this fight right here. I've had, you know, Shane come to the gym and Dylan's come to the gym, and now I've been able to train with these guys. Like you said, our whole gym is full of wrestlers and the jiu-jitsu guys. So I think that's what makes us really good as a ground game.
Flesh and blood fightwear, best gear around, period.
When I get excited in here after we do hard strength and conditioning or ground and pound or anything, I'll run around and give everybody a high five, like, good job, everybody, good job. Keith says it's uncool. It tells me that I'm so uncool, I'm the guy who still high fives. I guess everyone's onto the pounds and cool stuff. Fist bumps, but not.
The dude just loves to high five. Plain and simple. Yeah. He'll high five over any minor accomplishment. And he's got a pretty stellar high five on him. And now he likes to high five people to the face.
If you look at my first fight, it actually goes almost to the end of the third round. And I ended up getting him out and TKOing him. We train, 4 or 5 4-minute rounds here with only a 30-second break, where in a real fight you get 3 minutes and a 1-minute break. So, I mean, cardio-wise I'm good, going deep I'm fine, my tenacity is always there, so I'm good. I noticed he likes to cover up a lot, so body shots, takedowns, I noticed when Kevin Sadalik actually threw a Superman punch, he turned his back, actually. He turned his whole back, so maybe a takedown or something, maybe a choke, push him up against the cage. His first fight, he didn't really pressure too much. I didn't see his second fight. When he fought Kevin, it didn't seem like he was pressuring so much. It seemed like Kevin was kind of backing up. So I'm just going to keep the pressure on, fight the way that I fight. That's the same thing I do every fight. That's what we do here. This is Modern Warrior. This is ground and pound. This is the house of ground and pound. That's what we do. We pick people up, we drop them, we put them in bad positions. I'm not saying we don't have the hands to go with it. Without a doubt, I mean, you've seen Keith Richardson fight. You've seen Brad fight. I mean, those guys have great hands. I'm in here every day with them. They're both head and shoulders above me. But, I mean, I'm coming up and my hands are good. So I mean, if it happens to stay up, I'm comfortable there.
Well, I mean, honestly, he's fought 3 extremely tough guys. We haven't really, had, normally, you kind of, your first couple fights, most coaches will look for somebody that is a kind of a level below their guy. But Sean's the kind of guy that he's just always wanted to challenge. Even from the very first guy he fought, it's just been a war. And so all 3 of his guys have just been tough. To be honest with you, that's what, I attribute those decisions to. Plus, another thing I attribute it to, too, is Sean is a new fighter. He's an amateur. He's learning his timing. He's learning his distance. He's learning how to, control the cage, control the ring. When you're brand new, especially in MMA, and not so much in Muay Thai, but especially in MMA, as soon as the bell rings, you got guys just run across the ring, throwing a million punches like they're at a bar fight. When you're really building a fighter, win or lose, it doesn't matter. What we want to do is every fight, we want to build them. So Sean learns about distance, he's learning about timing. So he might not necessarily, get to pour it on 100% and get the quick knockout, but he's learning with every fight. And to be honest, his last 3 guys, especially his last one, Caven, was just, extremely tough. I mean, Sean hit Caven with about everything he had, and Caven still kept coming. I mean, I believe in the beginning of the 3rd round, Sean kicked his arm and broke his arm with a kick, and Caven continued to fight the whole fight, and ended up just, Sean ended up winning the decision. But, Caven, and both those fighters won the heart of the crowd that night there. Tyler trains with another great coach. Richardson really knows how to prepare his guys. So I don't expect, to be honest with you, I don't expect it to be, a factor when it gets in the later rounds. I'm sure Tyler is prepared. I'm sure Keith is getting him ready. And so to be honest with you, man, I don't feel that that'll play an issue at all. I think it's going to be, you're going to see 2 really good guys work their strong points, work their strengths, I mean, it's no, we're not hiding the fact that we want to strike in all of our fights, period, and we're not hiding that fact. So everybody knows that. So, and I know for a fact Tyler's, can do a lot of, I've seen him fight, he can strike, he can grapple, he can, do a lot of things. So it's going to be a great fight, man. I'm really looking forward to the corner of that one. I mean, we're excited about it, man. I've always liked Keith, man, and he's always just been such a hard worker himself. So that's what, as soon as they offered this fight, I knew it was the kind of fight that Sean would like to, because it's not an easy fight at all. It's an extremely tough fight, and that's the kind of fight Sean wants. And that makes him train harder. When he knows that, hey man, this guy could rip my head off. And Tyler's definitely the guy to do that. Man, we're ready for anything. But to be honest with you, I've seen Tyler fight a few times as well, and I feel like he definitely has got some strikes, but I don't necessarily. I think he's a smart fighter. I don't necessarily think Keith is going to tell him to stand with Sean. I'm not developing their game plan, but I don't think that's going to necessarily be the way they're planning on winning the fight through striking. And if that is, that's awesome. Sean would love a straight Muay Thai fight with MMA gloves on. I mean, that would be awesome. But either way, man, I just feel like that he's going to eventually in that first round shoot for the takedown. Once he gets in that comfortable striking range, and he's going to go in for the takedown. But he's really good at dropping his level and coming over top of that right hand. I've seen him do that a few times. And he's very good at it, And Sean actually got caught with that in his last fight against Caven, because Caven's really good at the same thing, like almost fake the shot, you come up with almost a Chuck Liddell, like right hand. So we've been really preparing to not get caught with that again, and just kind of, cover all our bases,